Also looking through here, call number again, subjects. So we'll take a look just at the call number. Again, I'm just opening that up in a new tab. And by doing that, what we see is our book here, School Shooting, Susan Honeycutt Book Editor, and it shows us other books surrounding our book on the shelf. So these are books that may be similar to what we're looking at. So this one is called Ceremonial Violence, A Psychological Explanation of School Shootings, Keeping American Schools Safe, A Handbook for Parents, Students, Educators, Law Enforcement Personnel, and the Community. How can school violence be prevented? One thing we look at is the year. This is 2008. This is 2001. It's a little out of date for us at this point. This is a little more current. So let's take a look at this one from 2008. Again, I just opened it in a new tab. And I'm going to hit Control F on my keyboard, which brings up this little find box. And I've already been doing searches for video games there. But you'd type in your search terms, and you'd want to hit Next, and it'll show you any instances of that here in this screen. Well, it turned red because there are no instances. So there's nothing in here specifically about video games. I could read through this looking for anything that might hint that they may be discussing video games or some type of media, but I've already found a couple of good sources, so I'm not going to waste the time doing that. I'm just going to go ahead and close this out and close out the call number listings. We can also look at school shootings as a subject. Subjects are groupings of media, not just books. Can be documentaries, can be audio, whatever type of media is available. Could be art for that matter. Our subject was school shooting social aspects. It's surrounded by subject headings for school shootings Virginia, school size, school social work. That's kind of moving away from our topic. These were a little closer to it. We also have school shootings, investigation, Colorado, Littleton. This is the documentary Bowling for Columbine that was written and directed by Michael Moore. With this, we'd also want to look at who he is. What are his political leanings? Is he opposed or in favor of video games? Is he opposed or in favor of gun laws? Those are things that we'd want to take a look at because they shade his view on the topic. And as we are presenting him to our reader, we want to make them aware of the biases of the sources that we're using. I don't see anything really that stands out to me. Again, if I was looking for something else, I might just click here on school shootings and see what else came up. We have books on Guys and Guns Amok, Domestic Terrorism and School Shootings, The Last Shot, School Violence. Again, that's from 2000, probably a little too old for us. Why Kids Kill Inside the Mind of School Shooters. Now that might be something we could use. I might take a look for that. I might search for video games and see if it came up in there. Got no hit on video games as I take a look at it. So later I may come back and look at this a little more closely depending on whether I find more information on violence, gun violence in video games.